Hello. I'm sorry it's been so long. I promise I won't do that again. But let me explain what happened. So, after releasing the last videos in September of 23, let's just say things with my midlife clarity got super foggy. And I'm not going to call it a crisis yet, but if I don't get my things together now, I might end up in one. So let me explain what's happened over the last year and a half. Stick with me here because there's a lot to unpack, but I think you're going to be really excited at the end. You can always skip to the end to find out what's going to go on with this channel next. I'll have those chapters included. But hang in here, take a listen. I think it's kind of exciting and interesting. So let's go back to October of 23. Um, with my savings completely depleted and no luck finding remote work, which I think a lot of you can relate to, um, I decided to start getting out and exploring the beautiful community here on the Long Beach Peninsula. I hadn't really done that in the first year that I lived here. Not intentionally, but I was still buried in my corporate job and, just trying to get my feet back under me, as you can understand from some of my other videos. The first thing that I found here on the peninsula was a wonderful plant-based dinner group, and I made some amazing connections there. Then I found a free meditation group in Ilwaco at the Riverzen Yoga Studio given by Rev Gayle Dillon. And this was incredibly helpful for me, not only emotionally, but she and another wonderful woman there who passed away, unfortunately, they encouraged me to get out and do some local volunteering to find out more about the community at the local Long Beach Merchant Center in downtown Long Beach. I really enjoyed that volunteering and learned a lot about the community through it. I also decided to do volunteering from home for CISA, the Cybersecurity Information and Security Administration. Partially because I couldn't let go of my passion for a secure software supply chain. I decided to kind of dive into what they were doing, especially related to software bill of materials, which was near and dear to my heart, thanks to the sort of last few years of my corporate career. As you may have seen on the channel, I also kept myself singing by joining the Bayside Singers, and they're just not only a group of beautiful voices, but truly amazing people. And all of these wonderful new friends that I was gathering across the Long Beach Peninsula encouraged me to reopen the technology business that I technically started back in 1999. Of course, the Modem Lisa. I started attending local Ocean Park Chamber of Commerce meetings, and I spoke with the Pacific County Economic Development Council, and slowly but surely started to grow a little bit of business. But by December, the income was still lagging, and I decided to also, through a reference from the Bayside Singers, take on a part-time role managing the technology and marketing for the incredible watercolor artist Eric Weigardt. And I fill in part-time at their beautiful gallery here on Bay Avenue in Ocean Park. And I thoroughly enjoy working for Eric, and the team there at the Studio Gallery are just incredible as well. I was still speaking on webinars for IT asset management and software bill of materials. I eventually started my own group within CISA to specifically work on the software bill of materials tooling challenges that have been evolving over the past couple years as more companies adopt software bill of materials. We wanted to solve for the challenge of how do you find the right tools for your particular niche in the software bill of materials world. So we started working on an extensive white paper for that and a tooling criteria matrix. Along the way, I was still growing my AI skills, keeping up through YouTubers like Matt Wolf and the news outlets that I enjoy. And I was incorporating AI more into my daily life, which I will still share the videos that I captured of and just haven't edited and posted. I have a backlog to work through for you, so stay tuned on that. Um, but at the start of 2024, I had started to teach classes on technology at our local senior center, the Peninsula Senior Activity Center in Ocean Park. And in the spring, I started teaching business classes through the Pacific County Economic Development Council, which you can watch on their YouTube channel as well. But I had truly lost momentum on the video editing entirely. And it's not that I wanted to walk away from it. I just couldn't wrap my head around all of the different types of work that I was doing. I was getting really scattered. Um, and though I was gaining customers through all the wonderful word of mouth of the friends and Bayside Singers and Eric, um, it was still tough growing the business and wrapping my head around how I could do that and grow the channel. As the spring was ending, I found out about some incredible opportunities to speak on our software bill of materials tooling criteria work that we had been doing for CISA volunteer groups. And that was the conference in Portland called Fossy in August. And then I was invited to speak at SBOM-A-RAMA in Denver in September. But I didn't have any money to afford the travel expenses. I told my mom, though, that I was going to do it. And God made a way. He brought me incredible friends through the CISA work groups. My co-speaker at Fossy shared her hotel room with me, and then one of our other team members fully sponsored my trip to Denver. I was floored by this generosity. I've never experienced such wonderful support, and I think it put me into a state of shock. I had such an incredible time speaking at these conferences, especially SBOM-A-RAMA, meeting all of the people that I had worked with online for over a year and really getting to share that presentation, which should be on the CISA site, and the incredible connections that I was making in the industry just felt right. But none of this was leading me to new income opportunities, and I was still struggling and couldn't, afford this wonderful place that I have. So by the end of October, since nothing had materialized, I was falling deeper into, I suppose, more of a depression. Um, Looking back, I was really down and not thinking clearly. Again, my clarity got so foggy. Luckily, the Bayside Singers were keeping me singing, and I was at least posting their videos and some of the stuff going on locally, a little bit of my adventures with Ripley running my life and our beach walks. By November, I was still interviewing for remote jobs while trying to grow the business, and I was just terribly unproductive, though. Most of my time was starting to be spent focusing again on my pain from the hidradenitis, which I will be sharing a lot more about on this channel moving forward. I never ended up setting a schedule like I started in the AI episodes, and that was so critical. I knew that would be important to me. I was even reinforced by an incredible speaker at Fossy. Jordan had a presentation where he spoke about his similar struggles since leaving the corporate world and, encouraged incorporating daily prayer to start off your day and having that focus schedule. I meant in the back of my head, I told myself to follow this incredible reminder, and I got back from SBOM-A-RAMA and just felt like I kind of hit rock bottom. Originally, after releasing the first two Parodiva videos, I had five more ready to go. I just needed to record the vocals and video and all that good stuff. But the next one up on the list was a little different than those first two. It was a darker take on what was going on in the world around me, in the world around all of us. And I think I got a little in my head about how polarizing it could be politically and started getting caught up with could it affect my search for more of a career? What about building a business? How would this impact? And not, it might not even get viewed. So what was I worrying about? Why was I getting so caught up with it? Well, the song is a parody of the Police's song King of Pain. It is called Queen of Pain, and it is now released alongside this video. And I just needed to put it out there. I could not get it out of my mind that this had to be the next Parodiva song. But the next one's up will be a little lighter, and I have original songs to share with you that God has been bringing me, which are far more spiritually oriented than I've ever been. My writing has evolved a lot. I have in the past been political a little bit. Stand Up, which I also released on the channel previously, was written back in the Bush era, and during that political climate, it's it is sort of a protest song in itself, but in general, my other songs hadn't necessarily been in that tone. So I do feel strongly that the world is coming to a critical point in our society, and all of us do have to speak up and express how we feel and who we really are. And boy, God has really given us a lot of opportunity to do that. So Queen of Pain is out. Please go listen to it. Promise that it won't be too long before you get more originals. I've learned that I really shouldn't try to put myself in any kind of niche on this channel. So here's what you can expect coming out of me. My passions, Parodiva, my original music, which I release as Premium Bananas, I still want to share my technology knowledge and takes on things as the Modem Lisa. So you're going to see not only learning about AI and how I've incorporated that into my daily life, where I use it, but also just some general things that I've been sort of repeating in my technology classes here on the Peninsula that are useful to everyone in the world, really. Maybe if you're an advanced technology person like myself, you won't find them as useful, but there'll be more of that. I'm also very passionate about being a plant-powered person, and I'd like to share more of my vegan lifestyle and vegan ventures out there in the world. I had some fun in Portland and Denver on my trips at different vegan spots, so I have some videos of those to share with you as well. So you're going to get more of me, more of Ripley on the beach because I know you like her, more of the Long Beach Peninsula because this is an incredible place. And I also hope that you'll take a look at the other channels that I've been supporting in the description below. I've also decided that it's time that I really ask for some help. Asking for help, especially financially, is harder for me than I thought it would be. So here it is. I need help. I need to make more regular income in order to stay in this place that I love. So even if you can only give $1, whatever it might be, my links to my PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee are in the description. Not only am I providing you my songs and content, but you can also go download the Tech Cleanse information and checklist that I published previously. That's available through my Buy Me a Coffee. You actually don't have to donate anything at all. I want it to help everybody, but if you can give, please do, and then that's available for your download. But let me know in the comments. Do you want to buy a specific song? Do you want to buy a specific AI episode? Do you just want to know more about me? Do you want a series of Ripley videos that I haven't put out yet? Whatever it may be, let me know. I will do my best to give you back what you give me. I have a lot of videos that have been stacking up over the past year and a half. I don't even want to comment on it. In the tech cleanse list, I mentioned that I had a bit of a technology crisis and almost lost all of my video work. But thankfully, I am going to be putting out a lot more. Stay tuned. I have to use all of this amazing equipment, and I have a lot of unboxing and review videos on that to share with you as well. I plan on doing a live stream weekly so that I can continue to show you that growth a little more personally. All of the amazing content that God has given me to share with you. So I really appreciate that you stuck with me, those 104 subscribers out there. I just, I can't thank you enough. And I can't thank God enough for the incredible opportunity that He's given me here. And I will not let it go to waste. So, if it's been too long, keep buzzing me in those comments. Keep bugging me. Bug me on my website. Bug me on social media. I'm out there. You can come get me. And I will see you very soon. Thank you. I love you all. I love you, God. I'll be back.